Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video I'll be talking about 8 jobs you can do in the UK as an international student that requires no experience or little experience. But before we get into it, have you hit the subscribe button? If this is your first time here, I'm an international student doing my master's here, and also I'm an interview coach. I help people build and develop resilient careers. So I'll put a link to my services in the description box and you can check it out if you need my help on anything. So I'm recording this video because of the amount of requests I've gotten. People have asked me a lot to make this video. So if you want me to make a video, if there's something you would like me to talk about, drop it in the comment section. Trust me, I read all of those things and I might just make your video or make the video that you want. So make sure you drop a comment below. Without further hesitation, let's get right into the video. The very first thing I'll say is to work in the UK, you need to have an NI number, national insurance number. This is something you get when you arrive here. I've already made a complete video on this, on the things you should do upon arriving in the UK. I'll put the link up here in the description box and you can check it out after. You need your NI number and you need a bank account to work here. Next thing you should know is that the UK has what is called minimum wage, and the minimum wage is categorized by different age groups. So basically that is the amount that you're to earn. That is the least amount you're to earn. Some employers may pay you more than that. I'll just mention them now, which is the minimum wage for 2020. For ages 18 to 20, minimum wage is £6.45, which means they earn £6.45 an hour, but some employers could pay them more, but that's the least they are to earn. If you're between the ages of 21 to 24, you're to earn £8.20. If you're 25 and over, you're to earn £8.72 an hour. There are jobs that people who are like between 21 and 24 earn like £9, £10, £14 an hour. It depends, but like this is that's the least. You're not supposed to earn less than that per hour. Also, for most of the jobs I'll be mentioning, you'd need to have a CV. You'd need to write a CV. The CV has to be in UK format, and ensure you do not use one CV to apply for every job. You need to have different CVs, like tweak your CV for each job you're applying for. If you need help with that, crafting a CV to suit a job or crafting a CV to suit the UK environment, feel free to click the link in the description box below and I'll help you with that and we could talk from there. The very first job you can do in the UK without experience is to work at a retail shop. So retail shops like your shopping outlets, your fashion brands, to work at Adidas, Nike, JDI Sports. Is it JDI or JD Sports? I think it's JD Sports. But yes, like all these like fashion houses, you could get a job there and just work, help people make payments for what they've bought, and then like show people around the store if they need assistance and all of that. The second job you can do is to work at your regular quickie marts or off-license stores. These are like small shops that usually put their vacancies on the door. Like most times around your area where you're living, you will see small shops and then the vacancies are usually like pasted on the door of the shop, so you could work there and just earn some money. Before we go on, it's important I mention that as an international student, you're only allowed to work 20 hours a week, maximum 20 hours a week during term time. But when school is on break, you'll be allowed to work excess hours. You can work more than 20 hours during break. But then for some courses, there are some specifications. So ensure you check in with your school to know when you're allowed to work excess hours so you don't overshoot your work limit, okay? The third job is to work at restaurants. To work as a waiter or as a waitress. You know, there are lots and lots of food places in the UK, lots and lots of restaurants that you will find. So that's a job you could easily get without like much experience. Or a fast food, like you could work for KFC, McDonald's, and you know, earn some money. Number 4 is delivery guy, delivery girl, delivery. If you know how to drive, that's a big plus for you. And if you have intentions of learning to drive, I would advise that you perfect that skill before you come here. Because when you come here, you can take up delivery jobs and all you need to do is take a test here just to ensure that what you learned is like standard with the UK. And once you pass that test, you can start driving. It's not a very like hectic process. And also, if you don't know how to drive, if you know how to ride a bicycle, you could work as a delivery boy or a delivery girl for places like Domino's Pizza, Uber Eats, Just Eat. Like these are platforms for food, so you could work as their delivery guy, riding your bicycle, earning money. Okay, fifth job you can do in the UK is to work for catering services, like to work at events. So basically it's like an agency, and then when they have jobs they'll send them to you and let you know, oh, this event is going on, would you like to work at this event? An example of that is the Catering Services International, I think CSI. So what they do is when they have events, for example, you might be called upon to work at a stadium, like to work at the stadium. If there's going to be a football match, they would need people to be selling things in the shops and, you know, making payments, collecting money from people for services and all of that. They might call you to work in a club, they might call you to work in, you know, whatever. It's called catering. You know what catering is. So yeah, that's the fifth, I think. Yeah. The sixth job you can do in the UK is care job. So care is basically taking care of people that need help. For example, old people, you could work in old homes and, you know, just assist them with whatever help they need. You can work in a home for people with disabilities and just, you know, make a difference in their lives. Or you could even be a nanny to a child and all of that. So this is a job that you can do and earn money. I've lost count of the number of jobs I've mentioned. Another job you can do is to work at supermarkets. So you work at the till at the supermarket. So supermarkets like Asda, Lidl, Sainsbury's, I find it hard to pronounce that word, Sainsbury's, which other one? There are plenty, like supermarkets, you could work there. The next job you can do in the UK is cleaning or domestic work. I know back in Nigeria, there's this perception of cleaners that, oh, like cleaners are like people that are poor or suffering. But here, like every job has equal respect. Like everybody has like that respect for what they do, as long as you're earning money the right way. So you might want to consider doing cleaning jobs, because I mean, basically all of the other jobs I've mentioned require some aspects of cleaning services. So cleaning or domestic is something you might want to try doing. The last but not the least is to work for your university. So you could work as an international ambassador. It depends on your institution. At the University of Portsmouth, where I am, they have like job openings for international ambassadors, where we work at the global office and we help other international students with their like processes of coming here. We share our experience to encourage other people to come, and then we earn money, and then they even pay us more than the minimum wage. So they pay us more than the £8.20 we're supposed to earn. They pay us more than that, which is like cool money. So you might want to check in with your university and know if there are any openings. Also, you might want to maybe talk to your lecturers or something and let them know that you want to work, if there's any work in the department. Maybe if you're a master's student, for example, you could, you know, ask if you could work with them on a project or a research work or something. But yeah, just let them know. Okay, once again, remember, do not use one CV for all of these jobs. You have to edit the CV to fit the job you're applying for. And if you need help with that, feel free to click the link below and we will talk off the platform. Alright guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Till next time guys, thank you so much. Oh, my stomach is growling, I'm hungry. Peace out.